Hello, you advanced algebra students, you. Let's do what Kate loves to do to you guys, which is mixing a couple of GED skills to really test your reasoning. So directions say the perimeter of the rectangle is 74 inches. And then we are going to find not the length this time, not the width this time, but find X. What the heck? Take a look. You can see that the expression this time for the width of this rectangle, it's not a certain number of inches here that we're given, not a measurement or not just a variable by itself. It is an expression. 2x minus 1 or 1 less than twice x is the current width of this rectangle. And the length is 3x plus 3. So what we know here is the width and the length in relationship to this unknown number x, and that's what we need to find. Well, in order to find or solve for something unknown, I need an equation or an inequality or a relationship of some kind. All right, so I can't just randomly have these expressions and solve for anything. I need to have a relationship, and that relationship is found in the word problem part. Look, it says the perimeter of the rectangle is 74 inches. That means I know that something is equal to 74. What's equal to 74? Well, the perimeter. Now, we've learned a couple of different ways to find the perimeter of a rectangle. We could hit up the formula sheet, and it would tell us that the perimeter is 2 lengths plus 2 widths. That's a totally legit way to do this. Some of us have learned, especially for advanced level students, that another way to find the perimeter of a rectangle is just to add up all the sides. I really don't care which way you do it. You'll get the exact same answer because there are 2 widths and 2 lengths. Okay, so I think I'll do it the formula sheet way, which is if you take 2 of the lengths and 2 of the widths, that should give me that perimeter of 74. Whoa, inverting numbers. There we go, 74. And you might say, well, I don't have this L and this W information. Yes, you do. Okay, might look a little funny, but we know what it is. So let's substitute it in. We have 2, and we're going to multiply that by the entire expression they give us for length, and that is 3x plus 3. Okay, I got my 2, I got my L, now I need my plus and my other 2, and now I'm supposed to have my width, and my width is complex, so I'm going to use parentheses, it's 2 terms, to multiply by 2w minus 1, and that whole thing has got to be equal to 74. And look at that, what do we end up with? A multi-step equation. It's like multi-step equations happen all the time, you guys. All right, so first basic rule of a multi-step equation, right, is simplify before you solve. And I do see simplification I can do. I can definitely distribute the 2's here to do my multiplication. So 2 times 3x is 6x. And 2 times positive 3 is positive 6. And that's going to be, let's see, I shouldn't have made my sign yet. Positive 2 times 2w, yes, that is positive 4w. And positive 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And that whole thing is going to be equal to 74. Now, don't just move on and assume it's time to solve. Keep going. Keep simplifying as far as you can. Oh, whoa, you guys, did you catch my mistake? Oh, my goodness. Look at that. What just started throwing me was when I went to combine like terms, and I was like, I have an X term and a W term. What happened? Oh, well, what happened was Kate mistranscribed that. You know, I could just remake the video, but I'm not going to because you guys do that kind of stuff too. So I caught myself when I saw there were 2 different letters. I went back, looked, and said, hey, that wasn't a 2W. That was a 2X all along. I should have written X here. This would have been 4x. And there we go. Now I can see my like terms combine. 6x plus 4x is 10x. And positive 6 minus 2, keep the sign with the number, is positive 4. And that whole thing will be equal to 74. Great. Now, I simplified as much as I can. I don't need the second wisdom principle because there's only letters on one side. And so it's time to start isolating this variable, working to get it alone. I will work my order of operations backwards since I'm solving, moving anything adding or subtracting first by using opposites on both sides. Adding 4 and subtracting 4 are opposites, they cancel. 10x is what I have left on the left, and 74 minus 4 is 70. Awesome. I've almost solved for x, found that x, but it is not currently alone. I will divide away the 10 that's multiplying, and I will do the same thing on the other side so that the two sides stay equivalent. Multiplying by 10 and dividing by 10 are opposites, they cancel. X is alone just like I wanted. And what is it equal to? Well, 70 divided by 10 is 7. Woo! That was fun. X is equal to 7. Now, just to go on and warn you, if they went on then to ask me what is my width, what is my length, well, then I'd have to put those 7s in for X and see what happens. But they didn't. That was nice. They just told me to find X. I found X. Check. I am done. All right, guys, look at that. Developing that algebraic reasoning. Super proud of you. Happy learning.